they're like, well, if anything, he's going to be on the highlight reel.
Seriously.
That guy got up and rallied like me on my honeymoon in Mexico.
Hey, this is Richard Trail Hero, and you're listening to the Trailhead Podcast.
Wake it up, let it roar, feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engine power on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. On the starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every Jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. The dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold.
That was your notification that the Trailhead was live and that you were going to follow them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. See? I don't believe you, but okay. Let's see here. Where I feel like there's a chat message in here, but I can't see it. So, Nathan, if you left a chat message in there, I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. Well, after a bit of effort, we are live. Welcome to the Trailhead, everybody.
Hi.
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 Oh, that was late. See, look, we're all a little late.
I'm okay with it. Like, we never start before 8:15, I don't feel like. So we're at 8:12. I feel like we're that's a good time. I need to change the front of the website to say 8-ish or 7-ish Pacific time and 10-ish Eastern time. So just to be more accurate.
Sometime on Friday night, you're going to see us, and that's when you need to watch.
Just pay attention. It's like
plan around it.
It's like you plan around it. It's like a super secret squirrel thing. You just got to sit around and wait and hope that the party shows up. All right. Well, how's everybody doing tonight?
Tired.
Good.
Exceptional.
Tired. Exceptional. Okay.
So I'm probably going to yawn a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Well, that was me last time.
That's all right. I yawn a lot all the time, and the only reason I don't on here is because I got so much going on. I have zero opportunity to relax and just fall asleep. Because otherwise I would. As soon as the show's over, it's exactly what happens.
Tonight we're mixing Scotch with Rockstar.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, dude.
I should be alive at the end of the episode, I think.
Will you be alive at the end of the end, though? Like, that's my question to you.
But nobody's alive at the end of the end.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that's fair, but that's a lot on your liver and your pancreas at one time, I think.
I am fully aware.
It's a lot, but it's been through worse.
I wonder if his pancreas would actually stop if he didn't drink it. Because he's relying on it at this point.
Yeah.
So are you applying the Mr. Burns thing where like he's all of the different diseases he has is what's holding him together and the doctor can't like cure one of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what's happening.
I feel like that's inaccurate. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. A weird sense to me.
Science.
All right. What are you drinking, Alyssa?
Mine is it's full.
Nothing? Cranberry?
Sure. No, it's gin, Sprite, and dragon fruit. Mm-hmm.
Yummy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We're back with this gin stuff. I don't understand you gin people.
I brought my party
That's
cup
pretty.
again.
Oh, look at you.
Goblet.
Yeah.
I have a pimp goblet. I should bring that down here for that.
I have a pimp goblet also for some reason.
Do you really? All right, we'll do that. All right, here we go, Pope.
Should we do an episode in our pimp costumes?
I have the hat. I got the whole thing. I will put up with the fuzzies in my office for a month.
A little bit.
No, why would it?
I have a flaming pimp costume.
Oh, nice.
It's like a fire suit. It's red.
Mine's
really
like neon
rad.
green. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, and purple. Oh, it's awesome.
Way over
right.
the top.
It's a date. Good deal. All right. Mike, you drinking anything tonight, or
No,
you're not a drinker?
I don't drink.
That's good. It's good for you, buddy. I'm impressed with that. Like, I should be. I was, and then I started the show, and I'm drinking again.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Pope and Randy, I blame them mostly. Jason a little bit.
There's
Jason
a lot of
a little
people
bit.
who blame us for things.
I mean,
It's okay.
if you got into something sketchy, it's probably our fault.
Like snow cones.
I mean,
Snow cones.
Yeah, snow cones.
COVID cones, yes.
COVID cones. Yeah, see, we're always like causing trouble.
Wheeling level 8 trails.
Yeah, that'll happen. Oh my God, that's funny. All right. Let's see here. All right, we went around the room. I'm still trying to get my shit together. I'm not doing well today.
Do you need another lap around the room?
What I should have done was taken a shot to start, and that's also would have been a bad idea. So, but all right. Well, I have a Jeep update. The Jeep went back to the shop for the oil leak that I found, and I did not blame the dealership. We took a look at it together, and I think I found the oil leak that should have been found a year and a half ago or so at the previous dealership that I was going to here in Colorado Springs.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. So
so they looked this time.
They actually looked, and the funny part is when you look, it's pretty easy to see. The back of the oil pan at some point has been, I mean, it could have been from the accident before because they didn't replace that. But the back of the oil pan had just been kind of doing a real slow leak off the back. And if I'm driving down the highway, that's just going to hit the back of the exhaust and then burn off, and I'm going to smell it, which is what I've been smelling. And so long story short, we had a discussion about the accessory charges because initially the new dealership had charged me 6 hours of labor to remove the accessories and reinstall them when they did all the engine work. And at the time they quoted that to me. I'm like, it seems excessive. And then they just charged it to me with no other explanation. So I reached out to them and we came to an agreement, and it was a lot less than that because I didn't have that much stuff in the way of what they were doing. So kudos to them. Perkins in Colorado Springs, I'm a huge fan of you guys now. So awesome. And you guys found the problem that's been chasing me for a couple years. When I came back from Sand Hollow, I was looking underneath it, and the sand was caked on the bottom, and we didn't hit, moisture of any kind. So I knew something was coming out of something, but I didn't know what it was. So I thought they found it, they cleaned the hell out of it. It looks good. There's no more drips, and good to go on that one. So yeah, I'm real happy with them, and we'll try to take the Jeep out sometime this week. We'll see how that works out.
This weekend or next weekend? What? When?
This week. We'll see. I might try to take a sick day. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully nobody I work with is watching. Lower seal.
I feel like you got a cough coming on, JD. I've been coughing at you through the podcast.
That's actually not a lie. That is actually not a lie. I do have a cough. The wind today did not help anything, and both Jen and I's throats have been real scratchy for the last couple of days. So, we'll see what happens. But we're supposed to get another cold snap. So,
good sell. Good sell.
It is. Oh, I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm good. Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about it being 2025 is you just hop on your team chat of whatever it is, and you DM your boss or you text your boss and say, "I'm not coming today. I'm sick." You don't have to do the whole song and dance bullshit and sound like you were sick enough for your boss to approve that you were going to take the sick day.
Yeah.
So to answer Mark, get on an airplane. That's all I have to say. Get on an airplane. He says my Jeep's in Sand Hollow. Well, St. George.
Yeah, can you get there by tomorrow?
Yeah, can you get there by tomorrow? Come on.
Why is it there and you're not?
It's still there? It's still there?
It is, and I think he should keep it there and just fly out for a couple of weeks and then ship it back. I think, he has somewhere to stay. His Jeep's down there. I mean, it's just a plane ticket. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe I should keep mine down there.
Right? Just keep it down. Well, that's what we were thinking before we bought the house. Is
We were just going to find a
get
storage
lot.
Like we were gonna get like one of the heated storage units and just stick them in there, and then we could get like a cheap hotel, and it would be really easy. But
wait. The heated storage units? So the babies can't be in non-heated storage units?
Well, no, it
They
would
need
be
climate
like
control.
Climate controlled. It's not like heated.
Yeah,
It's like
they need room temperature to
especially
be
when
around
it's
70
like
degrees.
115 degrees.
It does
And
get
stuff
pretty
like
hot by
that.
you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right. Never mind.
The extremes down there are pretty extreme.
I apologize. Yes,
It got as low as 21 degrees while we were out there for running 4x4.
A whole 21 degrees?
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think about that?
And Scott Hansen was like, I don't think it gets that low down here in southern Utah. It sure did.
Is that with wind chill?
If you guys know which voice I'm making fun of, put a message in the chat or leave a comment.
So Mark, all I have to say
It's an
is
adventure you'll love.
I think it's like destiny that you can't find a transport back. So I think you should just keep it down there.
Like seriously, just do if it's
just
there,
till
man.
It's like a little warmer. I mean, why not?
I'm seeing like what are
Very
flights?
nosy. I'll drive you to the airport.
Yeah, what are flights? Right?
Exactly. All right.
And our street is on the same street as the airport, so it's pretty easy to get
Really?
to.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
kinda
not leave that in the final episode. Yeah.
like. Well, the thing is if you know southern Utah, you know there's like 3 highways, and the southern.
He's saying you have to get on the highway. He's not saying the street. Anyway.
Yeah. But the highway ends at our street.
Okay. That's way more information than anybody needed, but
It's our house at the bottom of the street.
I'm going to help you out here, Randy. Mark, I see a round trip $200. Yeah.
Round trip.
There you go.
Oh God.
I know it doesn't tell you anything. I'm just being an ass. I don't know who Fishy Mailman is, but I'm glad that we can entertain you while you do your dishes. By the way,
He's in Colorado. He's in Denver.
I mean,
he's with you guys.
Cool. All right, seeing. Is
Trains
Craig
arrived
asking
again?
me where I am?
I can't figure out to turn this damn thing off.
Oh, I bet Craig's in the wrong. Hang on a second. I think Craig is trying to join us.
Yeah, he is. He asked where I was at.
Can you forward him the link?
Yeah.
Thank you. I think he's trying to use the one that we had from him the other day.
Probably.
All right. Cool. All right. See, it's the biggest shit show in off-road podcasting. I need to get back to saying that, by the way. I totally forgot about it.
Wow.
And I remembered the other day, and it needs to be our thing.
Well, last week wasn't that much of a shit show. So
Last week
we're making
we
up
actually
for
had
it
our
today.
shit together, but
We
tonight
did.
It was a little messy.
It is, but we'll get there. I feel like I'm getting in the rhythm. It's my fault, and I apologize. I brought it. It's 100% my problem, and that's fine by me. All right. Anybody else get Jeeps broken, fixed? Everybody know anything this
your
week?
update?
My coil packs are all done, and my engine's ready to go for this weekend. I thought she was going to be down for a minute, but
right.
23 diesel got me all hooked up. And
They're pretty awesome.
Hopefully, hopefully this fixes my whole world. No, actually, it probably won't, but it will at least hopefully fix the problem I'm having with my engine.
It gets the last of the items that we're going to fix off of the checklist.
Yes, I think she's pretty much done.
And if this doesn't work, is it?
Not done, but just like, I think, but now I got to go test it out and see if that's actually the problem.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Did Wes get his Jeep fixed?
I haven't heard.
It wasn't there when I was there this week.
Oh, okay. That might be.
And I've been there recently.
Yeah.
So I think he got it out. They're pretty quick.
Yeah.
They are. They don't seem to be like weeks out most of the time on their
They're
things.
pretty good at getting people taken care of like pretty quick. They're awesome. Like I really like those guys.
Oh yeah, they work like 24 hours a day.
I know they do. If you've seen those guys, like they come and they'll like rescue off the trail. They'll like do whatever. Like they're like, I mean, their hours on their website is like 9 to 4 or something like that. And I'm pretty sure they're there always.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I got when we were there.
Yeah, they're good, solid humans. It's
They
nice
just live there.
having. I mean, we work with Impulse. They're Gem and Misfits, mom and dad. Like they basically take care of them. They do all of our builds, everything like that, and then it's nice to have 23 diesel to be able to do the dumb little, or not dumb little things, but like to be able to back them up so that we don't have to trailer them back and forth. So it's kind of nice.
Nice. You gotta have the shop where you need it. So it's a pain in the ass to tow that for 100 miles to someplace.
It's a luxury to have two shops that you can kind of work with in both area and trust. Like that's I know that's a luxury because we've had spotty work before, so it's like nice to know that we have.
Went from not having one good shop to having two good shops.
I know, we're lucky.
So
that's awesome. Fantastic.
If you're in Salt Lake, go to Impulse. If you're in St. George, hit up 23 Diesel.
There you go. They make decent burgers too, if you can catch them at an event. All right. Well, Pope, you got anything with Misfit?
He's not in one of the shops right now because he's not broke.
Yeah.
Take it.
He's licensed. I parked him in the garage this week. I drove him around town because I feel like that's one place. If I'm going to be in that area, that's the one place I can take that Jeep out, and no one's going to bat an eye as I'm driving past the highway patrolman or the policeman on the side of the road.
Do they bug? They don't bug you for the mud without having the mud flaps, do they? Or is that pretty harsh down there?
Down there, they haven't bugged me for mud flaps. That is common up here, up in Salt Lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Although only our stock Jeep has been pulled over for mud flaps.
Yeah. Hologram's the only Jeep that's been pulled over for fix-it tickets, like because his tires were too big. And I'm like, they're 37s. Like, wait, what? I've been driving Gem. At that point, I had driven Gem like 2 or 3 years on 37s, and no one batted an eyelash. And then all of a sudden, Hologram drives by, and he's like, your fenders need to come out to here, and this and that. And I was like, whoa.
With stock
and
fenders.
I was laughing at him because I was like, oh my gosh, this is my baby Jeep.
That's awesome.
I thought I was speeding or something. I was looking at my speed. I'm like, was I speeding? Why is he pulling me over? I was so confused. And then he said my fenders, and I was just flabbergasted. It was just like, you should see my other two. It's just a whole thing.
I don't think you should say that to a cop when they're like, you have a dead body in the back seat. Oh, you should see the other two I have. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you should see how illegal my other Jeeps are.
Where do you live again, ma'am? Yeah, that's how that goes. All right. Mike, I don't know if you've been out. Have you been out? Did you break anything?
I've been out since your Jeep? Craig rolled.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Are you not snow wheeling anymore? Are you done with it?
I'm done with it. I said I was done with it even before that, but it was only because Craig wanted to go and we were going with Steven, but that was just unimaginable. Just dumb luck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
God, it was dumb luck.
It's what happens. It's just what happens. But yeah, I gave up on snow wheeling before I got the yellow Jeep even. So
yeah,
if I go out, it's maybe if it's snowy and muddy, kind of that mix. But and that's the problem. I want to go out, but we're supposed to drop in temperature, and if it drops too much, then it gets icy, and that's where you start to run into problems. So whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. I mean, at least you haven't broken anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I feel about it. Yeah. I fixed stuff. I didn't break anything.
You're saving money, man.
Yeah.
This is it's our off season. We got to use it. I use it to reinforce my bank account. Alyssa, you break anything? Been out any place? Doing more fun things than the rest of us?
No wheeling. Truck's good. Installed a platform in the rear.
I saw that. How are you? What are you going to do for Ezra on top
Just
of
his
it?
bed. I have a bed from Black Lab Brands, and it's like a really, I don't want to say heavy duty, but it's a pretty like sturdy bed. It has like grippy on one side, so it won't slide, and then the material is super tough. So I've been bringing that out for him. And I've had the seats out for about a year now, but it's just been his bed on like the cab floor. But I guess I got the goose gear platform, so now he has like a bigger flat space. So I hope he likes it. I hope that plus the bed is good.
That's awesome.
I was looking at that company, the Goose Gear stuff for the Gladiator.
How was it
to do the seat
install?
delete and that.
It was actually easy to install. Mine didn't come with like instructions. I'm not like calling them out at all. My boxes didn't come with instructions. There was no paper. There's a QR code. I tried looking online and I found like a YouTube video from like a different shop and I just kind of followed that. It was easy to put together and install. Now that I'm like looking back at it, it was just like a couple steps, but I just didn't know like where to start with what things. So I got a little flustered. And then I also went ahead and when I took out my seats and the backing, I just went ahead and like soundproofed the cab. So I pulled the carpet back and soundproofed 2 layers and I did the back wall and everything. So that took a lot more time than installing the goose gear stuff. It was really straightforward though. Like you could knock it out in less than an hour.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do in the back of mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice. The materials grippy, and then they have their little storage compartments and their locking storage compartments too.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, I did a Craig today, and I did an install video for some seat covers to kind of cover up my nasty ass seats that have just been torn up by 150,000 miles of trails.
Nice.
So, yeah. All right. Well, awesome. It's good to know. I'm glad to know that we've entered a good phase for everybody. We all seem to be rolling along here, whether or not we're doing any hard wheeling or not. Let's see here. If anybody had a chance, did anybody have a chance to look up, see if any had any new reviews? Did anybody look on Apple?
Oh, no.
No.
Okay. Feel free if you can. If you can't, that's fine. I'm trying to do too much over here. So, what we are doing is we're giving a swag pack away at 30 reviews. So we are at 21 the last time I checked. We get 9 more, and I give away some crap: t-shirts, stickers, everything else that I've collected over the last year or so, and including an 8-gang switch panel that needs to find a home. Really needs to find somebody that needs to use it. All right. So leave us a review. Shoot me a message either on Instagram or jd@thetrailheadnetwork.com. And I will get you on the list, and then I will also read your review on the air. Also, leave us a message at 719-408-0132. Leave us a voicemail. I have promised and will continue to promise to play every voicemail that we get. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing it until I regret it, and then I will change my policy. So that's how I'm gonna leave it. But we do have one for tonight. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to it. I uploaded so much stuff today, you guys. Between this last week of pulling in the fail videos has just been ridiculous.
Oh, have you guys been watching the Everyman Challenge today? It was so good.
No,
so good.
Was it
the King of the Hammers?
Okay.
No,
Yes.
King of the Hammers. The King of the Hammers has been gold for Carnage videos, but it's also like, I swear that's all I've been seeing.
They introduced a gap jump in the race.
Oh man, the gap
no
jump.
one has done this before. And like there's been a jump in the main part of the course, but it was a plateau. And you would just jump over it. And these guys in their stock Jeep, like that Gladiator that everybody saw.
Yeah.
That guy
we're gonna talk
thought
about
there was going to be a plateau on the top, and he just smashed it. And and then there was a guy who overshot it, and like he hit his nose into the ground.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about that one, but that video just made the rounds instantaneously. And if I was the event organizer, I have questions. Like, do you get a layout of the course before you get on it, so you kind of know where this stuff is supposed to be, or is it all a surprise to you when you get out there? Like, I have all kinds of questions.
They have a map. They also have the opportunity to pre-run the course. Okay. However, you're pre-running the course 20 miles per hour, And a lot of people may or may not make it all the way to the end of the course when they're pre-running because they'll break or something before they get that far.
Right. Okay.
And I think you'll probably play this, but the guy who was actually involved in that was like, they should put up a sign or something to tell you there's a gap jump ahead because it's a safety thing. And if you can't tell the difference between the bypass and the obstacle, and when you're going fast, so who knows, you're going to be going 35, 40 miles an hour to clear that gap.
Right.
And so you got to be able, you got to be able to make a decision going at least that speed of whether or not you're going to go.
Right. Exactly. Oh, wow. Yeah. So I've invited them. I reached out to him on Instagram, although I'm assuming that he's been bombarded with stuff, and he's also busy because I imagine that there's actually some visits to the ER at some level because you still stop dead. Like it just stopped.
Yeah.
It's not good for the body when you do that in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, I have questions about that, but I also just have a lot of questions in general about the truck that they brought, how they came about building it, what the series is. I'm just asking for a friend. I just want to, I'm just trying to get some intel.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think it's really interesting. The Everyman Challenge is all stock.
Yeah, it's all stock vehicles.
It's stock vehicles. I mean, they do modify them. They get like limits and stuff.
Yeah, you have to do some safety modifications, but it's like a stock-ish suspension. You're not allowed larger than 35-inch tires. You're allowed to upgrade. No, not 37. 30 depends on what series you're in. If you could do 37s or 35s. Like the series that Mara's in, Send It Ruby, she's only allowed to do 35s, and I think
it's Everyman today. She's in the same one with.
No, but it depends on what series your car is in too.
Oh,
they have different types of settings for your car. So like, there's basically a stock car with whatever the minimum safety is that you're supposed to put on it. You have the stock motor, a stock suspension, but you're allowed to upgrade components as long as it's stock light. So you could take a JK and race it with a custom cage, right? But you couldn't put like a 40s and a 4-inch lift and race that. You could do like 37s and lift it in that type of a way, but you're not allowed to do very much of a lift. There's a limit of how much flex you're even allowed to have. I think it's something like 12 inches or something like that. And then, so they have rules like that. You're not allowed.
I think it's so cool. Like you can build that.
But so you couldn't take like Randy's double triangulated 4-link and put that on the car and race that. That's not allowed in that particular series. There's other series where that would be allowed, but for this Everyman's Challenge and the stock vehicles, that's not something you could do.
I just think it's so cool.
I think it makes it kind of accessible. Like, my God, we know about 6 people racing out at King of the Hammers this week.
That's pretty cool.
Between the guy that fixed the dent in my hood on Misfit twice, to like the guy that works in our shop, the original owner of Impulse Off-Road is in there. We've got Mara, we've got Mischief Maker. There's all these other people.
All of you are welcome to come on the show and talk about your experience, by the way.
So cool.
Dirt Road Journey. Nate, our
They're already scheduled. They're already scheduled.
I love that. Love those guys. They're great people. Mm-hmm. And right Nate's out there racing, and he got promoted to be the main driver of the car.
Ooh, that's cool.
There was a problem, so he was the co-driver before.
It's just been so fun to watch today. It's like I've been at work, and then I sneak out and I hurry and throw it on, and then I try to see where the standings are, and it's been incredible. And the Everyman Challenge was won by a woman. Her name is Amber. Today. She's awesome. The first female winner of King of the Hammers Everyman Challenge. So
that's cool.
The coolest.
That's really great. All right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, they're coming on. I can't find them on the calendar at this exact moment. Maybe March. Yeah, there we go. I got them in early March. So, and I assume that's because they're busy as hell right now and they don't have time for us, which is fine. I understand.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. All right. Well, and anybody else that's on that list of people that Pope just named, you are welcome to come on the show. Talk about your
Pope's name dropping.
Yeah, I don't care. Drop all of them. Just, and don't even pick them up. Just keep dropping them.
Glenn Plake just finished his first.
Glenn Plake finished his first King of the Hammers. He is he was the first guy we wheeled with in Sand Hollow.
That's cool. All right,
he's awesome. but yeah, it was a cool day.
Sweet. All right. Well, cool. We'll talk more about the King of Hammers videos. It took me a good hour to download all the different videos, like wins and fails that I got sent in the last week. So thanks to all of you that sent me stuff. Literally, no, I appreciate it because it means I didn't have to look for it. I didn't have to try to find it. I was able to pull it and then get it ready for the show.
And Alyssa sent some amazing things this week.
Alyssa sent some chef's kiss, Alyssa. It was beautiful stuff that you were sending over. Even the stuff I didn't use for the show, like just the animal stuff.
I know,
I'll take it every day. No, I'll take a dog video any day. Are you kidding me? Cool. All right. Let's see here. What else do I have in my notes? I want to remind everybody we still have an active discount code for Tyree off-road lights. So if you use the code Trailhead15, you get 15% off of their lights. I'm a big fan. They've been on the show. If you want to go back, take a listen to the show with Eric Ammerman. And we talked all about Tyree and why their lights are awesome. They're a little more expensive, but they've got a new series that's not as expensive, and it's pretty awesome. So check them out. Trail Hero X has selected their first participants.
Ooh.
I do not know. I think they're coming out this coming week. I don't think they're out yet. I think I just saw that notice like today, and I put this on my list of things to talk about. So notice has come out next week. So watch your inboxes for that if you signed up for it. I have not heard from Rich about it just yet. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. And then
chances are probably not very likely. If there was only 30 people that signed up, then you'd have been on for sure. But there was a lot of interest in it, which is a great thing for Rich.
Oh yeah,
and
Trail Hero, I have a feeling if I'm going to be there in any capacity, it's going to be there in a professional capacity for the show, which is fine. I'm totally fine with that too. I'd be more than happy just to be around for the shit show. I mean,
and it's it's really more your type of a gig.
Absolutely.
Oh, I know. That's why Alyssa was so in it. She wanted to do it. That's right up her
alley. Type of a gig.
Oh yeah.
It's not really Pope and Randy's neighborhood.
It's not, but
we can swerve over to that lane and pass people. It's fine.
You can ride with Alyssa and me.
I would. That would be fun too.
Our original going into we camped for years. That was our original stuff. The first probably 15 years of our relationship, we were camping every weekend.
So cool.
And
that's how a lot of us started. Some people just keep going with that. Some people get 40s and 4 Jeeps, 5 Jeeps. How many Jeeps you got now?
3.
Just 3.
Okay. 3.
But I've been looking at another.
And we didn't win the buggy. We were sad. We tried really hard.
We didn't win.
I
the
heard
buggy.
somebody in Salt Lake did though. Yeah.
Who
did?
Yeah, it went to a good home.
Okay, that's good. All right. So Trail Hero X, keep an eye out in your inbox for it. We'll talk more about it on the next show, and whoever. I'm sure that they're going to announce who they invited. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe not. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. And this is just a local notice for Colorado folks. A lot of mud closures just went into effect. So quit bitching, stop complaining. The trails will come back. The gates are up usually until May, at the beginning of May, at middle of May, depends on how much mud we get. And it's just to protect the trails to keep them from getting really damaged.
You guys got to wheel clear till now.
Surprising.
Our trails in Utah in the forest, they're gone after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The gate usually closes December 1st, and you can't get up.
Well, there you go, Colorado.
It's not everywhere, but most Salt Lake's the forest near Salt Lake and near Provo. Yeah, you're not going up there in the wintertime to wheel. You can go look at the parking lot and the overlook.
I mean, if that's your thing, yeah. I like to get a little bit more than that.
But
a little bit more than a dirt road.
Gates are closed, and in general, they really want us to treat the forest trails as closed whenever they're muddy anyway.
Yeah. People dig them out when they're like that, and you've proven you can't be trusted public. I'm looking at everybody.
Public. Assholes.
I look forward to your calls and letters, folks. 719-408-0132. I'm going to line that up with the post that I posted today.
There's a reason JD doesn't like going out with you guys. He hates the public. You guys are slobs. You leave garbage everywhere. You pick your nose and wipe it underneath the table, and then JD's pants get it on him. And
a lot of these things are true. There is a reason why I have a 2-door Jeep and I don't put the back seat in it. I'm not looking for a whole lot of a passenger. So, but no, I don't hate the public as per se. I do. It's complicated, Pope. It's just complicated. Can we leave it at that?
Yeah, we can leave it at that.
All right. Let's play our voicemail. I strongly
dislike the public.
I mean, seriously.
Stop.
No.
Unless we're at Winter 4x4, then I really love the public.
It's not the public at that point. That's family. That's friends and family. So that's how I look at that. That's why it's different. It's different than just going to Walmart.
Ooh. Randy was trying to keep me from talking about Walmart.
Okay, let's.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Randy, you know what? All right. From here on out, from every show, I want to text at least a half an hour before the show. Here's what we can't talk about today because Pope will just go off, and I just need to know, and I will avoid the subject.
Oh, it's a very sore.
Walmart isn't every time.
We're not. All right, we're not doing that.
It is a sore subject in our relationship.
Yeah. And Helen Keller too.
Hey, stop.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, off-road.
And we are off the rails. Off-road, 35 minutes. Let's play our voicemail.
Let's hear it.
It's Sterling Archer's voicemail. Please leave a message.
What? Finally, a non-idiotic greeting. Miss Sterling, I want an update, so call me the instant you get this mess.
The voicemail box of
Sterling Archer
is full. Goodbye.
Idiot.
Hey, Trailheads, Nathan here again. Calling in with something neat I learned about 2 days ago that I wanted to bring up with the show here. So different podcasts I was listening to, they brought up a system called Meshtastic. It's basically like an open source off-grid communication setup, based kind of like a peer-to-peer mesh network, so any devices can communicate with each other or relay the signal along. They brought it up specifically in the regards of the one gentleman who was using it off-road, so basically they could communicate with each other in situations where you have zero cell service because you don't need anything like that. It's all, as long as there's mesh devices within range, it can communicate and then jumper off those to the next and so on and so forth. Thought it was really neat. Ordered some components online, got them in yesterday, got it together, 3D printed a case, put it all together, nice little compact unit. Got it running on my dash here, driving to work, hoping to pick up some other nodes or something in my area, see if there's anybody out there to chat with. But it's kind of neat. You can send text message style communication to anybody with, any mesh that's close enough for you to ping off of. There's actually some devices. I got another set of components coming. You can configure them with like a GPS chip on board, so then you can have some tracking capability. So it's kind of neat. Still learning a lot on it, but I definitely spent 2 days way down the rabbit hole of YouTube videos and Facebook groups, digging as much information as I could about this stuff. I'm hoping to basically build a bunch of units that we can use the group I go with off-road to basically track each other through the trails and stuff. You can kind of see where everybody's at. Plus, I think it'd be kind of neat to, in an emergency situation, if you didn't have cell service, you could at least ping a message out there and hopefully somebody could pick it up and, call emergency services or something for you. So definitely got a lot of digging to do still, but I think it's really neat. So something I'm going to keep looking into. Hope you all are having a great time, and catch you all on Friday again. Thanks.
All right. I had never heard of this before. So Meshtastic utilizes long-range radio protocol, which is accessible in most regions without the need for additional licenses or certifications. If you're unaware, you technically need a ham radio license to operate a ham in a non-emergency situation. This is my reminder to everybody in the moment, though. If you carry a ham radio for emergencies and you use it, you don't need a license for emergencies. But this is kind of interesting. Like, it's the way they've got this set up is you can.
I like the idea of being able to track each other. That's kind of cool if you were like in a overland kind of situation.
I think the limitation of it is that it's only as good as how many people around you have it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
I think that's all intel. I think that's all radio stuff.
That's all radio stuff.
Well, I mean,
like cell
ham
phone
is the same
towers
way,
are
too.
cell phone towers are useless if there's no one with a cell phone nearby.
Ham's useless if you don't have a repeater nearby, too. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what it kind of reminds me of a little bit is like in the early days of the internet when they were first experimenting with voice calls and I could talk to people in foreign countries.
Yeah.
Really bad quality in the early 90s, but it didn't cost anything, so it was rad.
I mean,
like
between
I was sticking it to the phone company to talk to a complete stranger that I didn't know.
It will be, and these kinds of things will feel like you're sticking it to the man until they integrate it into your Jeep, and it's just part of the. Your roll cage becomes just a giant antenna for this kind of stuff,
right?
And I mean, I'm kind of here for it. That's kind of cool.
So,
like the location stuff is really cool about this service.
So there's a cool aspect to this. It's open source, and being open source means that it could potentially be adopted by people for use in your automobiles, and they could build into it, right?
Right.
They could build little radios into your car. They could build it into whatever, into your
pair radio with a cell phone to get the
pair
all
radio
those
with a cell
functions.
phone.
Yep.
It could also be added to cell phones as another safety feature. You know, they've just made it so we can use satellites for SOS calls, and if you're on T-Mobile, you can actually use Starlink to make phone calls now.
Yeah,
you can,
and that's the
similar.
thing.
This is a similar type of a thing. You could, like, in absence of cell phone towers, now all of a sudden the cell phones make a mesh, and you can communicate.
Yeah, that's neat. The thing is, I think it's a good. Long term, I think it's a great idea to have kind of that ability to get some. What the hell did I do to my screen? To get some of those features of like the GPS and the satellite units offloaded onto different devices so that you actually can use them in a meaningful way. So it's an interesting idea. Nate, I'm interested to find out how much that costs in terms of kind of like getting a basic package together of what you need to communicate with another vehicle or a couple other vehicles. I'd be interested to see how that goes. So I'm interested. Well, tell us how that goes, man. If it's like Pope said, if it's open source, that means that people can do cool stuff with it. All right, let's see here. We might not have Nathan in the live chat anymore, so he might not have heard his own voicemail.
Oh, all right, poor Nathan.
It's okay. If you want to be like Nathan, though, and I know all of you do, please give us a call at 719-408-0132. Leave us a message. Like I said, I'm going to play them all until someone gives me a good reason to rescind that. I'm sure someone will at some point, but for now, we're good. I'm going to skip the stuff that I had for today because we've kind of gone a little bit long in that tooth. I will say that the Historic Roadways Protection Act has been reintroduced. That is the bill that they introduced for Utah to kind of help protect trails because they're just essentially saying they will not fund the stuff that they're using to take those trails away. So if you want to look more up about that, go check out the Blue Ribbon Coalition's website. They've changed. It's no longer sharetrails.org. It's actually blueribboncoalition.org now. So go check them out. Yeah, I noticed that the last time I went over there. Cool. And yeah, the San Rafael plan was finalized just before the end of the year, and that's going to get fought. I think Ben posted something about that, and that's going to be most likely it's going to be overturned in some way, shape, or form. There's been a lot of stuff. It's been a busy week in that department, and we'll have more on that next week because there was a bunch of stuff that dropped today, and I just didn't have time to review it. So, all right. Let's see here. Oh, Nathan's still here. What am I talking about? There he is. I'm having a hard time seeing the chat people here. Let's see. All right, let's do your news section, Pope.
All right.
We got people to make fun of that aren't Jeep.
All right. So which group?
Wait. You can do the hard news ones. Yeah, hard news.
The hard news ones are the edited ones.
Yes, sir. But let me just find again. I uploaded so many videos today, and I'm just looking for your new intro. Oh, here it is. You got
time for the Pope to read the news. Wait, we got the fucking Pope? Sorry, Trailheads. I'm now told it's just a guy named Pope reading the news.
Oh fuck, that's so good.
It's so good though. He's the whiskey though, like it's a no problem with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're not watching the show either on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, you're missing out. I'm just telling you right now. All right, Pope, go for it, man. Pick a story.
All right, Jeep, Ford, or Toyota? Who gets it this week?
All right. You've been beating up on Jeep since 2024, so let's take one of the first two.
All right, Carlos can't get me anymore, so I think we'll.
There it is. See, he's growing, folks.
Carlos can't hurt me anymore. All right, let's do it. We haven't picked on Ford since last week. Let's do that again.
Yeah, it's their time in the barrel.
I mean, if you guys don't want us to pick on Ford as much, come join us as a co-host if you happen to drive a off-road Ford vehicle.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Erica McConnell, and you get out here. Come defend the Ford brand.
Yeah,
otherwise we're going to keep talking shit. Yeah.
Because Ford just recalled nearly 150,000 Broncos because who needs a suspension anyway? Ford is back at it again with another big recall, this time affecting nearly 150,000 Broncos from 2021 to 2024. The issue? The rear shock absorbers might corrode and straight up fall off. If you're rocking a Badlands trim with a capable suspension, capable is in air quotes, or a Sasquatch package, congratulations, you're on the list. Here's the problem. Corrosion between the reservoir, damper body, and mounting flange means that over time, your rear shocks might decide they've had enough and detach from the vehicle. That's right, Ford Broncos are now coming with an unintended self-lowering kit. If your ride is feeling extra bouncy, you hear some weird clunking in the rear, or you see fluid leaks, you might want to check if your shocks are still attached. And because Ford loves a good recall, over 270,000 Bronco Sport SUVs and Maverick pickups from 2021 to 2023 are also being called back thanks to bad 12-volt batteries that can cause them to lose power or refuse to start. Ford's fix? Software update, because nothing says electrical problem solved like a patch that hopefully catches the issue before you get stranded. Now, let's not forget the Ford just got slapped with a $165 million fine for dragging its feet on recalls and not reporting defects properly. So maybe that's why they're getting this one out quickly. Well, let's be real. It's not a great look when your flagship off-roader is shredding parts like a bad aftermarket build. Like it's almost like Ford and the Jeep guy were doing work together.
I mean, under the table, right?
Yeah, under the table. Now, if you own a Bronco, check your VIN on Ford's recall page and see if you've won the recall lottery. And if your Bronco's been riding extra sketchy, maybe you just take a peek underneath just in case. Yeah.
Literally when I read the article about it, they're like, yeah, if dirt and water get back there, it can actually cause them to corrode and just straight up fall off. Like that was, I realized that ChatGPT made that comment, but it did straight up fall off. That was exactly what it said. So, that's a good one. I don't know what to do about Ford right now. Like they were we were so praising of them for a while there while Jeep was getting shit on every week. And
yeah, I'm still waiting for the first Ford Ranger Raptor recall to drop. We need to see what that is.
Maybe there's just not enough of them. They're just dealing with them on a one-on-one basis. That's why we don't hear about it. Although maybe things like $165 million fine will make them a little bit more vocal about it.
Yeah. That's a lot of money. If you have a $165 million fine on 270,000 vehicles, woof.
Yeah. That's, I realize that it's a drop in the bucket for some of these guys, but still. All right. So do you want to do another broken vehicle story?
Yeah, because that was actually such a fun read. I want to do another one.
All right. For those of you who don't
care what Randy says, you can tear the shirt off my back trying to stop me.
Our producer, one of our producers is ChatGPT, and I have recently asked ChatGPT to do a better job of mimicking Pope's style, and that's what we get, folks.
Yep. All right. So we've spun the wheel, and Toyota is the lucky
There it
winner.
is. Good for
Toyota
you. I'm proud
recalls
of you.
106,000 Tacoma trucks over the brake hose debacle. Because who needs brakes when you're off-roading? In a move that screams attention to detail, Toyota has announced a recall of approximately 106,000 Tacoma four-wheel drive trucks from the 2024 and 2025 model years. The issue? A design oversight where they put a 4-cylinder engine in the fucking thing. Oh, wait. The issue is a design oversight where mud and dirt can accumulate inside the rear wheels, leading to damaged brake hoses and potential brake fluid leaks. For those who thought the Tacomas were built to conquer the great outdoors, it appears that Mother Nature had other plans. The accumulation of off-road grime can wear down the brake hoses over time, increasing the risk of a crash. But fear not, Toyota dealers will replace both rear brake hoses with improved versions because, stopping is just a little bit important. Owners can expect to be notified by early April 2025, so, around the same time you get your tax refund. So if you've been out tearing up the trails in your Tacoma, maybe check if your truck is on the list. Turns out brakes are a pretty useful feature. Yeah.
Like, seriously, I don't know. Like, a brake hose seems like to be just a simple thing that you could have avoided a problem with. Mm-hmm. But
they should include vice grips with each Tacoma so you can fix them on the trail.
Wow. Alyssa, I'm going to sit back and let you defend Toyota as a brand. Since you are our Toyota voice on the show.
I'm probably not the one.
How do you feel? Nothing? No.
You have to tear the whole bottom of your Jeep out. Remember, you have to tear the whole bottom of your Jeep out to be able to drive it on the trails. So.
Yeah, that's true. You can't go just off the lot.
That's funny.
I don't know. The new.
So how about those batteries, though?
What?
Which ones? For
the exploding ones?
Ford?
So, on the Ford. Yeah, the Ford Bronco batteries. Like, did they buy their batteries from Jeep or what?
No, they probably bought them from Samsung.
Well, they could have done that too. Yeah.
They're the leftovers.
For my neighbor finally got his appointment. He gets to, exactly. Yeah, he gets to take his Samsung battery in on the 24th finally. So good for him. He's had to park it outside for 3 months now. But 12-volt batteries, I don't understand. Like, and I don't understand how a software fixes a 12-volt battery.
Well, they should probably share what they found out with Jeep, because on Jeeps, all the Jeep systems with the auto start stop system, they drain 12-volt batteries every 3 months for no reason. And I think it's because it's constantly checking. Hey, is the auto start stop battery here? Yep, it sure is. Cool.
Right.
And then it checks it again and again, and by the next morning, it's lost like 3 volts of power.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've had. I don't understand why they do. I don't understand the aux battery in the JL at all. Period. I just don't. In the JT, I just don't understand.
It's daisy chained to the other battery, and it just creates a vampire system. But
yeah,
maybe maybe there's something silly with the way they've done the software that causes it a vampire in a way it shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That system is ass. So
the system is ass, he says.
If you invented auto start stop, you're an ass.
You're
inventing
an ass.
Wow. I hope you get a tattoo of an ass on your ass.
And then the head goes on the shoulder. I love it. All right. Let's do all right, do we want to get into the fail section of the show, or do we want to do the Tesla tank?
I feel like it's been like fail week.
Like I've got so many. I have so many, guys. I just okay, yeah. All right, let's do that. We
have like multiple angles of the same fail.
We do. Cool. Do we want to do like the one that we've been talking about first, or do we want to save that for last? How do we want to handle this?
I don't even know which one you're talking about. Oh, the first one.
The one that's made all the rounds. Yeah, exactly.
The first one to kick off the week.
Do that first, or do we save it for last?
Yeah, let's do the Gladiator one first, yeah.
All right, let me find it here. Let's see here. I believe that is the interview where they talk to themselves. I believe that is the that's the I'm turning the audio off so I don't get tagged for copyright. But yeah, it's like the slowdown is harsh when you watch it, and they just didn't like their video said they just didn't know it was a
drone?
Jump.
Is that a drone shot?
That is an FPV drone. Yeah.
Yeah, they have drones flying around. Things are going on. Actually creates really cool videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just it's hard to look at.
Well, and it's interesting because that's the one with the video on it. But when you listen to the ones where people are actually watching it and they're like, no, they're slowing down because
Right.
as they said in their video.
That's not fast enough.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah, you're not going fast enough. You're not gonna make it if you keep going that fast.
15. I don't know how fast they were going. I think they came up on the hill and like, oh shit, what is this? But I think you have to be going about 40 to clear that.
At least. Good Lord.
I'm gonna have to build one of these in Sand Hollow and see how hard it is to clear it.
Randy, I can't help you with that part. I don't know what to tell you. It's the bending. It's all of the bending.
Yeah.
Like the frame is done on that Jeep completely.
Boom. That
Good news.
Yeah.
Motobuild has a new front half replacement kit.
Or back half.
And
they
front
need a
half
whole
too.
half replacement kit. Yeah, look at the front of that thing. Like
they have a
look
front half and a rear half. They have a replacement kit for both halves and a whole frame replacement kit. That will come in handy here.
Well, I have a question for you then. So in this situation, is it just cheaper to buy a new Gladiator, take all the shit that didn't break off this one and put it back on that?
Yeah,
it depends on how much is broken, but I'm sure the motor's good. I'm sure there's a lot of things in that, but
the frame is fuckered on. It would be cheaper to buy a new Jeep. I don't think Twisted Jeeps wants this rental back.
Okay. I was gonna I just noticed that's the first time I've noticed that it has Twisted Jeeps in the front. Like, is this a goddamn rental?
It's not I don't think it's a rental, but they do rent out off-road vehicles.
They do.
Like if you took your rental off to Ultra 4 race it, that's kind of shitty of you. But
no, I don't think that's really what
I hope
happened.
I think they sponsor it.
Yeah.
Twisted Jeeps, reach out to us. Let me know if that was
a lot of people had comments about the word Twisted Jeep on that.
It was twisted.
It's like comic gold. Like some of these, it's so good.
And that's exactly right. We are entertained.
Yeah, this is a crazy one. It was clearly he didn't know that was there. Like and if he would have known it was there, he would have probably gone around it.
Yeah, I have their interview where they kind of sat down in front of the camera, but it's like 4 or 5 minutes long. I don't want to spend that much time on it.
It looks like the back of the truck just bent too.
Oh, the whole thing just kind of pancakes. Like you can just see all of it. It kind of ripples through. It's. I mean, if you've never seen a car accident before, this is an amazing video to watch just to understand how an impact like that happens and what it does to a vehicle.
Yeah, and it's neat to see how well the front of the Jeep is built that it didn't just collapse.
That is the other part of it too, right? Even as fast as he was going, he hit a wall head on. Like they walked away from it. Like I know there's some stuff.
I know that they have a cage in there. I think they also do an engine cage as well.
I assume they were strapped in some sort of harness, PRP kind of seat.
Yeah, they have PRP seats and harnesses.
I think everybody has Hans devices.
I think the biggest problem here would be whiplash. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not fun, but I'm glad everybody's okay. So
I just want to make one of those.
What
you want to make?
I want to go get one of these cheap 2020 Sport Gladiators I've been talking about, and it's an Ultra 4 car in a year.
Gosh.
Randy, I don't know what to. I don't know how to help you.
And we know people. We know so many people.
We all know so many people. That doesn't mean we should.
Exactly. This is the thing. I can look at him at any time.
Is Mark still on the chat? Mark, come on.
And 9 times out of 10, he's looking at vehicles. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm. The other time is porn.
Oh,
you got to stop, man. You got to stop. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on from that. I really would hope that they would come on the show at some point. We don't just want to talk about that. Like, we'd love to talk about your guys' journey as a whole. Like, it just is how you guys became famous.
So cool.
And as some
I want to know
folks
more
would
about
tell
your race team and all that stuff.
Yeah. And as some folks on the show would tell you, that sometimes it's those kinds of things that make you well known in the community. So here you are. It happens. Again, I hope it wasn't a rental. Oh my good Lord. There's a lot of bad jumps. I actually have a whole bunch of them here just listed as bad jumps. Oh, that's a different bad jump. Let's see here.
Well, it's like the gap jump.
Yep.
King of the Hammer.
Yeah, the gap jump was the one that was really that really got everybody in trouble. Let's see here. I have. Well, did I show this one last week? Because if I did, I want to get rid of it. And I just lost it because it's too many. There we go. I think I showed this one last week.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We talked about this one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That was a good one.
I don't need that one anymore here. All right. Alyssa, you sent this one. I do want to kind of make fun of single track folks for a second, for no other reason than to get them to come on the show and listen to us. Let's see here.
Oh, this is funny too. I love the caption too. The caption makes it perfect.
It's like you, in no way are you approaching that fast. I'm not even a motorcycle person, and in no way, shape, or form are you approaching that fast enough to pop your front tire up. And the horn is probably the part that gets me the most, just because it's like a little bit of a yeah, it's good stuff. Send me your single track fails, folks. I want to put more of them on the show. I really would. Let's see here. Oh, I found the missed jumps. Here we go. All right. Oh, nope. There we go.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Ugh.
Yeah, he. I think he had the same problem as a gladiator. I
Do
think.
not know.
Is that the same spot?
Yeah, it's the same
There's
spot.
only one- I think
there's only one of these.
Oh,
on the
really?
course.
So all of these videos are for the... Oh, Jesus.
It's the new thing they introduced, and there's like 10 accidents on it.
Yeah, like I feel like at some point somebody would have said, like, hey, when you're going down the trail today, remember that there's...
Remember about this thing.
Like, good Lord.
God.
All right. I don't want to classify any of these as a fail or a win, really. Like, this is racing.
This is
This is the kind of
racing,
stuff these
yeah.
things are built for.
It's like the spot on Moab Rim everybody keeps rolling in.
I mean, there is that too, yeah. I'm always interested in the ones that can drive away from something like this. If they've got it so well built that they can drive away.
Are you going to show
I got
the one
it.
where
I got
it's
it.
so good.
Yep.
So good.
I got it. All right, we'll do a couple
I like
more
how
of
that
these
one landed on
misses.
its wheels.
There's the biggest one.
That one.
There's
that
a bigger
one got
what?
10 because it landed on its
Jesus.
wheels. Ooh.
The one where
Yeah.
he rolled multiple times is so cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's another one. Like, it's just straight up and over. Like, oh, we got another angle even.
Yep.
Oof. Looks like a movie.
Here's another idiot who didn't know what they were doing.
Like, I feel bad because, like, there's part of me that's like, I get why you might not have known. Like, there should have been
Well,
a
I
big
understand-
sign, like, speed up.
I can see why the Gladiator guy said there should be a sign or something, because there's just so many of these people hitting this.
Yeah.
And like, there's no way he's hitting that with enough power to get over it.
No, absolutely not. And I think that's the common thing amongst all of these videos is that they're just none
like
of them.
normally the jump you do a little jump and you land on the other side. You don't have a gap in the middle that you have to clear too. It's usually just you plateau. You come down the other side as it plateaus.
Right. And again, that guy just wasn't going fast enough. That's a different spot.
Yep.
Let's see. I think I got one last one, and this is another one of that spot. Yep.
Just not quite fast enough. Oof, that's a shitty roll.
I think that's it right at the end too.
Yeah.
I think
Good
that's
Lord.
the one that he was coming in with a really good time.
Yeah.
Finished the entire
Look at all these
day, and
people,
it was right at the end. Oh yeah.
Just look at all these people back here.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
It's
It's a
crazy.
city for 2 weeks.
That place is bigger than the city
Yeah.
I live in right now.
Ugh. I haven't heard from Jason. I wonder if he's out there. So
Maybe.
I'm at, like, if there's any place I imagine that Jason belongs, it's King of Hammers.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What did I name that video that you gave, Randy? That was awesome. That was such an awesome situation. Here it is. All right. This is a win or fail video.
Whoa. That's a win.
Right?
That's awesome.
That's a win.
Win. That is a
That's a
total
win.
That
Like
is
that guy
an
just
8.
Like I apologize to everybody watching about the camera angle because it's a video of a TV, but Jesus, like he just rolls and just gonna keep going.
Some of the best. Some of the best. And the best was the commentary. They're like, well, if anything, he's going to be on the highlight reel.
Seriously.
That guy got up and rallied like me on my honeymoon in Mexico.
Oh, good Lord. And I'm going to mark that for future reference. Yeah. Just, I love you, Randy, but I'm still a host. Yeah.
The one that was like, that rolled like a whole bunch of times. That's my favorite of the whole. It's almost like there was so many accidents at King of the Hammers. If it wasn't like epic, then it was kind of boring. Yeah. It was like, oh, you fell in the hole again. You fell in the gap hole again. Like the first guy to do it, it was like intense. It was everywhere.
Like after the first guy goes and jumps into it, you're like, oh shit, there's a gap there. You got to jump that. I'll try hard to not hit that. And everyone just kept going plop. I don't know. I'm not out there in the race car.
Yeah.
And racing there. Right. I know there's no sign, so.
There's still, I'm with them. I think there should be a sign. But for that one, for the pink Jeep, I'm going to give that a win. That's 100% 10. Like that's an 11. Like that was just amazing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wish that would happen to the rest of us if that happened. I just know it won't. All right. See, do you hear my voice going? My workplace that I won't name just in case I need this video later. You can hear my voice going, can't you guys?
Yeah, I can hear it.
You're selling it, JB.
I'm selling it 100%. Yep.
It's like you've been at the airport recently.
I don't need to. You just go to. I'm sorry. I almost said it, Randy. I'm sorry. Yep. I almost said it. All right. I got. Let's see here. Fail or win. Fail or win.
Helen Keller at Walmart would be a great topic.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
Hey, I'm from Gen X. I'm sorry. I'm old. I don't know better.
I believe all of us are, aren't we? Mike, how old are you?
51.
Okay.
He doesn't know better either.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. All right, we're going to do... Kevin, Brittany, come on the show. Let's talk about how you need insurance for your husband. There's no audio for this? It's just... Oh, there it is. Oh, boy. Yep. And then he just rolls down there like he's just going over. Let's take care of this myself. He's a special individual.
I said you're going over. Hold on.
Good
Kevin's
Lord.
working out. Damn.
I mean, I'm not surprised they're at King Hammers. I'm still going to give you guys shit till you come on the show. What'd you say, Randy?
I feel like that video is basically equivalent of everything that happens at Chocolate Thunder. It's just chaos.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, Chocolate Thunder does not appeal to me in any way, shape, or form because
I want to drag Randy there one time so she can explain first.
What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you want to do that to your wife? That's not very nice.
I have no interest.
Because it reminds me of being in my 20s.
Well, I have no interest. Hey, there's that one. Did you find that
It's like the pool hall in my 20s.
All right.
Yeah, I got one from your 20s. Where is that? Where's the one that I have labeled racing mating? Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, that one was cool too.
That is a cool one.
I only named it mating because he is like literally pushing him.
Yeah.
He's like, get the hell out of the way. Like, he's just up his ass, 100%. I really like the different perspectives on this video, though. And again, this is King of Hammers, so I don't think this is a win or fail video. This is what these guys are doing. It's craziness.
Yeah, get the hell out of the way, man.
Get the hell out of the way. Get the hell out of the way. This 2-track, right? Good Lord.
Okay, I just sent you the one that I really want you to show because it was really far up there.
All right, I'm looking. Hang on one moment. Let's see here. What else do I have? All right, I'm pulling up again. Let me. While I pull that up, I'm going to look at this other one. Let's see here. Instagram. I can't keep this many tabs open after I've had a full drink. All right, let's see here. Let's just play this one and see what it is.
This was the best.
Oh yeah, this one. Oh, it is. That's the one. Perfect.
Oh.
Yep. Just lined up. Yeah. Just not lined up from the start. And then I give him credit. He tries to gun it out. Yeah.
Dude, he tried so bad.
His only trick he knows is when in doubt, throttle out. And he's tried it over and over again.
Oh, then he loses his wheel right there.
Yeah.
And that's where he,
look, and then he, it keeps going. It just keeps going. There's that wheel. There's that wheel.
It should have been doomed right here.
This is where IFS failed him.
IFS is like, ugh.
Oh. Just every joint is just done. I think every
single bit of that cage got touched.
And they did well. There's actually a video of them inside the cage too, and I don't.
Is there? Oh, I have to find that at some point. Okay.
Hell.
I sent it.
They're probably covered in dirt.
Did you send it? Okay.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a lot of
find
videos.
It really fast.
Find it real fast and send it. You guys sent a lot to me this week. I'm trying to see if the rear driver tire is the only one that survived in a vertical position.
I really think it is the only one that survived.
Holy shit. This was a bad one. This was early in the week. This was not good.
I don't think those components are designed to do that, JD.
No.
They're definitely, especially on an ATV. I don't care how much you reinforce those little bitches.
This is where it went all wrong right here. If he would have just done nothing right there, it would have been better than that.
Jeez. Yeah, he probably would have just rolled.
To, throttle out of it.
But he's in a race car and he tried to throttle out because he was in doubt.
It's just every time the tire touches, it's just done.
It's worse, right?
I assume he walked away from this. Yeah, but
his cup spilled and got all over him.
Oh, there goes his cell phone.
Oh, here
his cell phone fell out.
Yeah,
here you go. I'm sending it to you again.
Soda all over his racing suit.
Oh, it makes my heart hurt.
Man.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I did see this one. Okay, I'm sorry, Randy. Here we go. All right, give me a second here.
Holy nice.
This one. I think I saw the full speed one.
Yeah, Alyssa sent this one.
Oh, is this what this is?
You did.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, okay. My bad.
This is the one you.
I'm not looking at the chat.
I was like, I can't remember where I saw it, but you're the one who sent that one.
Oh yeah.
Well, he lost his hat too. Oh, bummer.
Must be so confusing.
How come all this stuff's getting yard sold out of there?
Yeah, that happened in 5 seconds.
You hear her?
I don't know. I can't really hear what he was saying. He's like, you just rolled.
Holy shit.
Well, no shit. Yeah. Oh.
Oof. He just rolled and he lost all the stuff out of their car.
Well, to be, you know what?
Jeez. You're in a race car. Why is there shit flying around in your car?
There is too much stuff. I agree. There is too much stuff. Too much debris flying around. There's a lot of hats, but still.
Diabolical Incorporated makes a slipstream enclosure you could put there in the back of your Jeep.
They're giving high fives. Yeah,
we're fucking fist bumping at the end of that shit. We just did good.
It's super cool. No. Here, listen to the whole thing.
Hey, look at me.
All right.
Well, I mean, that's pretty epic.
One more for the audio.
It is pretty epic.
Holy shit, brother. That was one hell of a ride. I love that conversation so much.
Holy shit, you just screwed you up. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Oh, wow.
You can't just keep going after that. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is,
No, that guy's an adrenaline junkie. Like, I mean, that stuff's going to happen. Like, that video, you're like, well, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? But you can see in the full speed, like, it was a lot faster than that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I sent one that was like an outside view.
Oh,
Lord.
Lord.
Not saying you have to find it, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got 100. I had to rename them. So the problem is if I share them from my desktop, sometimes they get choppy. So I try to get them all local when I download them. Sometimes I miss them because I'm trying. We'll figure it out. We're good. I might have a lead and a producer. We'll see. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. Let's see here.
I was just saying, it really does happen so fast. You just don't. And from their point of view, you can't see what to do.
No,
and again,
the way we saw that accident was slow, right? The outside view we just saw was slow, and the way it really went was like,
yeah. And I mean, to everybody watching, or to the people in there, it's very fast. To the people watching it, or to the people in there, it feels very slow. To the people watching, it always looks very fast. And it's a combination of both, a little bit for the people that are inside, but. Yeah, again, this is racing, right? So you're kind of prepared for it. Their rigs were meant to do that and prepared to roll like that, but still, that's a bad way to end King of Hammers early on. I think that was an early, like first couple of days too.
It was.
Oy. All right. Cool. Let's see here. Let's get out of the desert. Yeah, here we go. I like this one. Let's do this one. So, Mike, I'm going to refer to our previous conversation about snow being a bad idea for people to be out in.
Is that a 2025 Tacoma?
It is now. Oh my God. Yeah. This is nothing about this spells good to me. Like, it looks like they tried to push it once and then they tried to push it again. And they were just like, we're just going to keep pushing until we get it out. And I guess if you have a shit box, you can do that.
Yeah.
But
I want one.
Every Toyota I've ever wheeled with looks like that after the trail, whether it's a 2007 or 2025. That's what they're doing.
Alyssa still looks all right.
I don't do that.
She hasn't done level 9 trails with us.
Oh.
I think there's a reason for that. I think she knows better. Yeah. You don't want to be ready. Just be with that.
You want to do level 5 and 6 with us, so you'll have fun.
There you go. Yeah, this is a reminder just to have toe straps. Like, I feel like this could have all been avoided with the proper recovery equipment.
Right. Plenty of trees to pick from.
Well, there is a guy with a toe strap. Yeah. There's a whole lot going on here. I don't understand how this happened.
They've never watched Matt's off-road recovery. You have to do a train.
Oh.
You have to do 2 cars with the toe strap pulling the third car.
But that's not the way you get the momentum started. That's
you use the kinetic ropes. That pulls them out.
Smash into the back of the other person to get them going. That's not.
I've never done that, and I probably wouldn't. Largely for liability purposes. Yes. Please see a disclaimer at the end of the show, just so you know.
Totally.
Yeah. I've pushed Randy's Jeep that way a couple times.
I will never recommend it to people, but it is sometimes the only method that you have to.
It's just because she has a great big tire and I wasn't paying attention.
There is that. I backed up into road player 1. I didn't realize he was there behind me, and my tire hit his tire. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think he noticed though.
Oh, he probably wouldn't have been upset.
Nope, and I don't even think he noticed. So if you did notice, let me know.
That one
719-408-0132. What'd you say, Mike?
That one kind of reminds me of, but there's no snow. Did you guys see that one where that buggy or whatever it was trying to push that Cadillac Escalade up the chute?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got that one. Yeah. We have that one here.
The
I gotta
5801
find it.
buggy.
That one's
Oh,
pretty.
damn it.
Here, I'll send
All right.
it to you.
No, I got it. Look at me. I got shit together. Oh, I can search my media. Look at that.
Wow.
That's nuts.
So Cadillac Escalade is in front.
So why do you think the Cadillac got stuck right there?
Because it's a fucking Cadillac trying to do the shoot. Like, I don't...
He's past the worst part.
Yeah.
All right, so let's ask the legitimate question then. Why do we think that the Cadillac couldn't get up it?
Actually, the motor is probably not designed to be that vertical.
No, it looks pissed off to me.
I think what what probably... I think he's probably in regular street tires.
What's the indication that engine doesn't like to be in that angle? Like, I can't tell.
There is a lot of smoke. Like, that doesn't look like tire smoke.
I just want to know who brought the Cadillac there, and I wish I could have been there. The thing about that spot where they're at, there's a little tire hole thing right there, and I bet you both of their tires are trying to climb at the same time, and there's a little bump right there. But I mean, the worst part's where the buggy is. Once you pass the buggy line there, you're good.
I have a legitimate question here, as a person who has not yet done the shoot. Is there a place that someone could be up there on top and winching, cabling them up in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No one here was using their brains.
No, they were just having a good time. This was hood rat shit. This is hood rat shit, having a good time.
Yep.
Jesus. All right.
That's literally what this is, because there's definitely a place you can pull up and winch from the other side. And
if that's your caddy, reach out to us. Let me know, and let's talk about why you took caddy on a shoot. I'm here for it. Yep. Okay.
He's definitely doesn't. He looks like he's. I mean, he got to the shoot, which in and of itself is impressive for an Escalade.
I was just gonna say that.
I mean, there is that. Like, he made it all the way there.
He got a Cadillac to the shoot.
Now, you don't have to do double semi to get there, but you've got to do sand dunes and shit.
Yeah.
And there's some rocks along the way. So
An Escalade's a big, heavy bitch. Yeah. All right.
I wouldn't take my F-350 up that thing.
No.
I'd take Mike's truck up it.
Do it. Do it. I'm current. I've reached the bad influence phase of the evening for me, so I'm not good anymore for anybody. All right. One or two more, and then we should get the hell out of here. Let's do a win, because we did beat up on Toyota a lot today. Let's do this one. This is a beefy ass Toyota, folks. LS swapped 1-ton Tacoma.
Yep, full front axle swap.
What do you think, Alyssa? Is this your future?
Can you sponsor me?
Driving way too fast on the escalator.
If there's sponsors
What'd you
out
say?
there, I can't afford that, but I'll try.
That's
for
fair.
You.
If anybody's listening and wants to put 1-tons under Alyssa, by all means reach out to her, because she would love a built ass Toyota like this. It's beefy as hell. Like,
oh yeah,
I drive
I
it.
would totally drive that if I could.
Mm-hmm. That would get you wherever you need to go, except up the escalator.
It does seem like he's having trouble on that. Yeah.
He was just he's going too fast, and he wasn't high enough up. But going too fast is a big problem.
It's not that he's top heavy with his rooftop tent out there on it.
No.
I mean, you know how I feel about rooftop tents in general, but
You're just jealous. You're a
Unless you're
ground
using
sizer.
unless you're using them.
Yeah, he's jealous.
I am jealous.
Shots fired. I love it. That's fantastic.
I wanted my Gladiator to be like an RV, man.
Oh, we
Have
had all
hookups and
Overlanders. That was
Wait,
our intent.
we could put a shitter in the back seat. Get rid of the.
Well, you did see the full body toe that went up Chocolate Thunder, right?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see that? Yeah,
that was
like
from
that.
Synergy, wasn't it?
It was. I think I've got that actually. Let me.
Those
That
guys
was,
are nuts. Randy drank with them at Jeepers Jamboree, Synergy Manufacturing.
Oh, yeah, fun.
I fear anybody that drinks with Randy.
Those were the guys that came up with the anal bead trail rating system.
That tracks. Why haven't we had them on the show yet?
I don't know.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Just.
Oof.
Hood rat stuff.
Hood rat shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Hood rat shit, she says. I love it.
I was like, hey, Mr. George.
Oh, my God.
Jose is taking the work truck to the sports bar again.
I'll have it back in the morning, boss. What's this Instagram video? Yeah, that's it's just a shit show out there for this kind of stuff. But yeah, it was impressive to watch this truck just make it up there without much trouble at all. Like, he got up there without an issue. Good stuff. All right, let's do one more, and then let's wrap up and get the hell out of here. Let's see here.
I wonder if it's just a wheelbase thing.
Probably.
Gladiator shoot right up it. Is that...
I mean, you guys are the gladiators, got the cheat code, so I'm not saying you're cheating, but you're cheating.
We're trying to start fights with the LJ people. Gladiator wheelbase is better than LJ wheelbase.
That's awesome. All right. Wrong video. This was the fun one I wanted. This is largely because this is a straight up stupid moment, and I look forward to all of your thoughts.
Let's see it.
I'm here. Where the hell did it go? Jesus. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What?
Ooh.
Do you have the one from the other
I have
angle?
two questions about this whole video. Like,
I have two questions about this.
I have two questions. Like, first of all, why is there a trailer on the race course? Like,
that was my biggest question.
Like, there's two
right
different.
there.
Like, I'm really confused.
Or why the fuck are you speeding through the campground?
Yeah, is that speeding through the campground, or is that like?
Part.
Because do you have the other view?
Well, it looks like
that's
camper.
just.
They were racing.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Because
there's a tent on the other side.
No, what were you saying, Alyssa?
So I sent a video from, I think, the helicopter angle of them racing, and you see them bump and fly
did you?
into the, yeah. It was
I see them bump and fly into it, but what I'm confused is
like why they're allowed to camp.
Why
there.
is that thing there?
From the helicopter angle, you can see
camp
like
there because there's a
some
camper
campers on the side. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
I mean, I guess I just don't know the race.
Is that at King of the Hammers also?
Yeah.
If you guys know, why the fuck is there a camper in the middle of the race course?
Right. Or why there's a race course in the middle of the campground.
I just don't, that has been my question the whole time. I'm like, I don't understand King of the Hammers in a way because I've never been out there to see it, but why are they going through? Why would you camp?
He's so close to the course.
You climb out of your camper and get run over.
Off of the course and still have a great view of that little area. Like, why? Like, on the edge of the road.
Yeah.
Just lost.
That's not fair.
That was the piece for me. This is a fail for everybody involved. Down to the helicopter pilot. Like, you should have seen that coming. Should have told somebody that was coming. Jesus, that's just terrible.
You can see in the corner. There's another camp.
Yeah.
There's another guy right there.
Yeah, in a Tacoma even.
Is this like a break spot, or not a break spot, but like a checkpoint or something where they get to like fix things?
I don't know.
That's what I'm confused about. It's a genuine question.
Is it a pit stop type place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, should that person not have been speeding through this area like that and trying to pass?
Resending it.
Yeah, I think that's a valid question.
Guys, this is why anarchy will never work. Like,
this is why anarchy will never work.
Because people aren't fucking smart enough to handle it.
They're just not. Like
some asshole will park his Jeep in the middle of I-15, and then you'll be like, why is he parked there? Well, because it's anarchy, and we told him he can do whatever he wanted.
So you can do whatever you
want.
want.
He decided to sleep in the highway.
All right, here. Melissa has the aerial.
Oh, here's the helicopter view. Let's see.
Oh, we get slowed down even for us. Good Lord.
so lucky.
All right. Well, they didn't completely destroy the RV. Yeah, they just kind of hit the edge.
So lucky he wasn't.
Still, good.
Is it like the RV couldn't find a place to park and he's like, "This is good enough. This will work."
Possibly.
Like, I'm really confused.
Like, I have all kinds of questions about how this came to happen. Like, that's just
might as well have parked the motorhome on the track, too close to the track. Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck is your motorhome right there?
Walter White would never do that. Mm-hmm.
Walter White knows better.
Yeah.
Why the hell did you?
What would Walter White do?
Walter White knows where to park his RV in the desert. Yeah.
I think it's a legit question.
I do want to know, like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree.
In the end, after this, what happened? Is he fined for endangering the racers? Is he never allowed back? Like, I know racers sign a waiver, but that's not fair.
Well, and it's not fair because these people spend the full year preparing for this.
Yeah.
Right.
To be taken out, I mean, he could have jumped, gone off course, and come around. If he wouldn't have hit that guy,
they wouldn't have a flash from it.
And I don't want to throw shade. I don't know if he was trying to pass him at that moment, or if he didn't realize where he was on the track. But
I just feel like how do you blame either of the drivers of the vehicles there?
No, when there's the
RV should not be invited back.
I hope that this person back here is the person that the RV belongs to, and that they were safe and fine. And I assume that they were. He just kind of hit the front of it. So
I think he was standing in front of the RV and he went bouncing off to the side.
Okay.
Oh, he was standing in front of the RV?
No, I think Pope is just making up bullshit because here we are. Yeah. Pope is now writing ChatGPT for himself. It's if you got any more information on this one, hit us up 719-408-0132. I am interested to find out why that RV was there. Like that's my biggest question is why would you be able to park there in the first place? And obviously there were other campers there. So was this a driver thing where the driver didn't know where they were and they were trying to pass? Like I just don't know. But yeah.
And did they remove the RV with a helicopter blasting music on a JBL speaker after?
You know what? I didn't play. I didn't download that one. I will bring that one next time. I promise. So I couldn't. That's this one.
Oh man!
I didn't mean to play that one, but it's here now. So it's okay. Look around. I labeled this one. Fuck around and find out. Yep. This is one where they literally just started trying to twist their ATV around, and it literally just folded in on itself. So
they already did. They were already missing the rear tire.
Yeah, they were missing the rear tire. That's why it's in the front right there.
I mean, better it happened there than any place else, I guess.
Well, I don't think they were planning on getting very far. They only have 3 tires.
That's fair. Well, did they really only start with 3?
Yes,
they did.
Yeah.
Look at that. I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah, they weren't planning on.
And believe me, it took me like 20 minutes of watching this video to figure out how the hell that tire on the front got there. I was like, where did that thing come from? It almost looks like it comes out of thin air. Like, boom, all of a sudden it's there. Yeah. I watched over. I'm like, where was that thing? All of a sudden it's like, whoop, it throws up a tire. Like
it was on the hood. Oh wow! Yeah, you're at that point. I guess you just know you're going home.
Yeah,
they're not going far. They weren't.
All right, I think that's enough for today. There's probably more. I'll have to go through here and see what I got left. Pope, I have so much fun stuff for you though. Like I don't know what to do with some of this video. Like it's just so fantastic. I can't even tell you.
The only thing that would be better if it was me in it.
Give it time.
But it's fucking good though already as it is.
I had so much fun with this.
It looks like Marco from Overland X is dressed like a pope.
Oh my god!
This one is my favorite one because you're just running through the forest like a bottle of whiskey.
It's basically like from like 2010 to 2020, right?
I mean, I'm not trying to blow out your history, but if you want to admit to it, here we are. Yeah.
Well, Randy was there the whole time. It's not like it's a surprise.
Does Randy remember more of it than you?
Yes.
Hardly.
Hardly.
I mean,
I probably remember more.
That sounds about.
She was only on board from like 2006 forward, but between 2000 and 2006, boy.
Oh my god.
There are some fuzzy spots.
Yes.
Not much.
Our first 5 years of our relationship, there's a lot of fuzzy. It's very fuzzy. Well, he was the karaoke DJ and I was the cocktail waitress. We used to get people wasted, and then like there's a lot to this.
There's probably a lot you can't share in the air too.
I think we were drunk.
Mm-hmm. Probably drunk a lot.
We spent a lot of time at Lumpy's on Highland in Salt Lake City, Utah.
There you go. So, that's the first bar that we've plugged on the show. Congratulations.
Well, they're out of business.
Lumpy's?
So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was the longest, oldest bar in Utah, or in in like the Salt Lake Valley kind of area, and
you guys bought a house instead of that.
And then we came down to we bought a house.
We left and they didn't make any more money.
And we stopped coming. And
that was a quick decline.
It was.
We brought like a third of the customers there were our friends, and we stopped going. The place didn't have anyone else to fund it.
I mean, if you see the comment that I made at the start of the show about the alcohol intake that I have now versus before we started the show, that's accurate. Yes, that makes sense to me. Okay.
It was.
I mean,
it was a sad decline.
It was a sad decline.
It had a good stint for a bar. It was a great bar.
Nice. There's always the good ones. They're good dive bars. All right, let's get out of here. We don't have anybody else watching on Instagram.
Well,
yeah.
Bye,
It's
Instagram.
Okay. Mark left us. Mark, I blame you 100% for leaving us. You didn't like us enough to stay the whole show. So, all right.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark. So leave us a message at 719-408-0132 or drop me a note at jd@thetrailheadnetwork.com. We are always looking for folks to add to the show in the interview list. We're going to be doing more of those this year. So please reach out to us, especially if you want to be on the show. Good business. If you're just an Instagram personality, or if you're just a person that just wants to be on the show, reach out to me. Let me know. What do we got today for shots, folks? Anybody? I know, Alyssa, are you anything left?
I was waiting.
Oh, she saved just a little bit. I appreciate you. See, Mike, you're good. I'm not looking at you. What are my choices here?
I've got one serving of scotch left.
Scotch? I don't have any scotches. So I either have a PB&J whiskey, a vanilla Jim Beam, or a dill pickle shot.
This is.
I really want to do the
blended malt Scotch whiskey.
Monkey shoulder.
Yep, has 3 monkeys on its shoulder.
All right. I feel like the dill pickle is going to be a shock to my system.
I'll do.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not on next weekend. Next time, I'll do pickleback shots with you.
Ooh.
Excellent.
I don't like.
I will hold
whiskey,
on to
I'll
that
do
for that then. Good deal. Okay. I love pickles, so I'm assuming I'm going to like this. It's just pickle flavored vodka. So
Mike's going to do flaming Dr. Peppers with us.
What?
Mike, really? You want to do flaming Dr. Peppers with us?
What?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
You ever heard of a flaming Dr. Pepper?
No.
Oh,
man.
It's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea.
Let me introduce you to drinks you light on fire. It is a great time.
Yeah. Look, we tell you on this show on a regular basis not to follow our advice or our lead. Just don't do anything stupid.
But do follow us on Instagram.
Take a video.
But follow us on Instagram. Yep, exactly.
You should
All right,
Google a flaming Dr. Pepper. They are delicious.
So yummy.
They are good.
They are
you just have to light them on fire. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's part of the appeal. Yeah. It actually adds to the drink, but that's a whole different discussion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my choice today is going to be the Scatterbrain PB&J whiskey, which I probably shouldn't drink because I'm already having trouble saying PB&J whiskey. All right. Yeah.
Sounds like you keep saying, sounds like you keep saying PPBJ.
Sure, PPBJ. Don't do that to me. Why? We're having such a good evening and a good show, and I feel like we finally got to a place where we're firing on all cylinders, and you got to throw me aside. Don't do that. What are we drinking to tonight? Anything special, or are we just drinking to KOH and fail videos?
Debating on the trail this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I need to get out. Yeah.
Oh, Valentine's. We're taking Valentine's week off, guys. We won't be live.
Valid. Yes. We will not be here for Valentine's Day or the Super. Well, we won't be here for Super Bowl, but it's Super Bowl week and it's Valentine's Day. So we're going to be busy for the next week. We do have a couple of interview shows that are going to come out. Got the Drummond Island interview that's going to drop, and hopefully I can get the other one done, and we'll get 2 out next week no matter what. So, yeah. And then we'll be back in a couple of weeks, folks. I'm going to drink to a break. We have a break in our to a break. All right. That's not good, but not terrible.
That's good.
It's the gel. It's the raspberry that makes it not okay.
There's
I think I was fine. It's PB&J, so it's peanut butter raspberry jelly.
Raspberry jelly. I thought they would use grape jelly for some reason.
I think I would have thought they would have too, and that probably would have made it okay. But I like the peanut butter.
Strawberry
just
preserves.
So you know, the scatterbrain people that I know aren't listening. Just so you know, I only had half of your shot. All right.
All
right. Cool.
That's poor ratings from people who drink a lot.
I mean, seriously. Again, a previous drinker. Then I took a break, and then I'm still blaming it on you two. I'm there right now. I want to make sure everybody knows it. Yep. All right. Well, anything else? Let's do a round table. Mike, you got anything else? Do you want everybody to know before we get out of here this week?
No.
No, you're done?
I'm done.
I feel like you're done.
No, I'm falling asleep.
I get you. I am too. That's why we're trying to get to the end of this.
No.
Alyssa? Nope.
Happy Super Bowl.
Oh, damn. I feel like I've bored all of you at this point. Yeah, okay. All right. Pope, Randy, what do you think?
Our next time you can see one of our Jeeps is at Sloret, Salt Lake City Off-Road Expo.
Oh, yes.
I'm not sure which one. We don't know which Jeep either.
It'll either be Misfit or Gem in the Moto Built booth.
Okay.
I thought you were like, it's either going to be Misfit or Gem.
And
like, have they not told you, or did they not know which one they want you to bring?
We just don't know which one will be available.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It depends on which one is getting a project done or not at that time.
So if you break anything between now and then?
Well, he has his rear end and cage and stuff coming, and if it's being worked, it just kind of depends on we're just fluid right now.
There's like I'm doing an upgrade that's completely unnecessary and not needed, but it'll be fun. Well, I think I was already there a few upgrades back, but I just would need my Jeep to be equal to Randy's now. I can't stand that she has something nicer than me. It makes me upset.
I get it.
He buys me things so that he can buy things. Like, everybody, let's get real. He buys it for me first, and then he can buy it for him.
And I'm like, oh, Randy needs a 4-link. Randy gets a 4-link. Oh, Pope needs a 4-link. Buddy also needs a whole back half replacement kit with the 4-link.
See, here's the thing: is you've figured out the math equation. That's all. That's the marriage math. Yeah,
it's marriage math.
It's marriage math. Yeah, you're good.
Mike
I think
knows.
all of that works.
A lot of guys go out and they buy themselves something, and then their wife's Jeeps get put on the back burner. And mine,
I think that works both ways. Yeah, regardless of Jeep or not, I think
But hers
buy
gets
yourself
upgraded
something.
first, so that mine has a reason to get upgraded after.
Yes.
He's
Well, you have to
figured out
justify.
So my message to all you married guys that have 2 off-road vehicles, or just even have one off-road vehicle, they'll need to figure it out. Get your wife an off-road vehicle, make hers more nicer than yours, and then you have an excuse to make yours a little bit better.
Right. Look, and don't get me wrong, it's going to cost you more, but you did sign up for marriage.
Hey, if she divorces you and she's unhappy, she's going to take half your money anyway. You might as well put half the money into her rig so it goes into a good cause.
Wow.
This is marriage counseling for
No, I love it. It's fucking amazing. I can't.
It's too bad it's the end of the show.
That's
the end of the show, folks.
You guys got to listen to the whole show to get the good shit.
Thanks so much for riding along with us this week, guys.
What did you say, Mike?
I said that's Popeism.
Popeism. There it is. Yep, 100%. Oh, good Lord. All right. On that note, let's get out of here. Thanks for riding along with us. Safe travels on and off road. We'll see you on the trail, and we'll see you next time at the Trailhead. Have a good night, everybody.
See you.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Hello, Trailheads, and welcome to the Trailhead. Before the trails start today, we need to have a short safety meeting. Off-roading is an exhilarating but inherently risky sport. The insights and opinions that are shared by our hosts and any experts or guests on the podcast are intended to inform and inspire, not replace professional guidance. The Trailhead guests, partners, and any sponsors are not liable for any actions that you take based on what you hear. It is your responsibility to seek professional advice and make informed decisions, especially when attempting potentially dangerous activities. Always check current trail conditions and comply with local laws and regulations. Off-roading requires careful preparation and respect for safety, so ensure that you're well prepared before hitting the trails. And now that that's out of the way, buckle up and let the stories begin.
Ready up, let it roll, feel the ground shake. Pedal down, just flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engines follow on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. The starlit skies where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead where the wild ones run, where the dusk is high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul, this is where trails start and stories unfold. When the trail gets tough, we crank it up. Dig down deep, yeah, we never stay stuck. Jeeps on the ridge, friends by our side. On a road, full family, it's one hell of a ride. Risky rolling, the days wearing thin. Gonna tell our stories round the trailhead again. Meet me at the trailhead where the wild ones run, where the dust caves